What up, YouTube? We back to work, man. Vacation's over, winter's over, it's spring. We got a lot of school projects bidding right now. A lot of schedules filling up quick for spring and summer. We got spring break next week, so we have a Winters Middle School will be up there doing a little mechanical well for the office building. Right now I'm filling out bid form and proposal packet to Twin Rivers Unified School District. So we had a job walk a few weeks ago, and they have 3 schools up for bid. Del Paso Heights Elementary School, Rio Linda High School, and what's the last one called? Should know the name of it. Northwood Elementary. So between all 3 schools, we're just under a couple $1 million. So this could put us at our bonding capacity, and this work would all have to be done within a couple months. So hoping to get these. We're just going through, like I said, filling out the bid form proposal. Got the prices put in here. Top secret, can't show those yet. We got all the addendums that they issue for this project. Twin Rivers, they like to supply some of their own materials. They'll buy some of the materials directly from Trimco, and that's another reason I kind of like working for this district. Keep the bonding costs down on the material and get more of the bonding for the labor. You just go through these packets. You know, you have all the company's information listed, insurance, license number. We have to pull the bonds, like I said. Got all the addendums attached in here to it. Addendum number 2. Got 3 addendums on this project. Rio Linda High School, there's some asbestos, so we will be using a tear-off sub for some of the demolition part of it. The bid bond, you have to get notarized when you sign this, so I'm getting ready to go get these notaries done. Got the subcontractors list. Then you have a non-collusion affidavit. You can't be colluding with other contractors and people within the district while you're bidding on these projects. So we'll get that one notarized as well. And then you got a project warranty form. So bid opening is tomorrow, 2 p.m. We will electronically submit these bids to the district. They will open the bids and reveal the results shortly after. As long as you have filled out your bid packet correctly, your license is valid, your insurance is good, and you have a bid bond within your docs, then lowest price is awarded the project. So these schools, they get pretty aggressive. A couple weeks ago, we bid one for Elk Grove School District, you know, nearly a $500,000 contract, and I was second place out of 11 bidders, and I was about $200 more expensive than the lowest bid. So it gets super tight. That one's still bugging me a little bit, but you know, this one is for Twin Rivers. That's really close to our shop here, easy to manage. You know, last summer we had Madison and Norwood for Twin Rivers, so those projects went good. Ready to get another one with this district. So then, you know, while the winter's slow, we like to take that time and work on some of the trucks and cars we got around here. I went and spent my Christmas bonus on a little 50. So we've been working on that, practicing some donuts, cleaning up the yard, making space for those activities. We got the Porky shop, they're putting in the LS1 and the OBS. So that'll be a fun truck to get back, and a lot of new exciting content for you guys. So hit that like, follow, leave some comments. YouTuber number 7, go ahead and talk your shit. How you doing, Bubba? And let's go get these bonds. All right, we're gonna go get these notaries. Got to sit down, have a witness when you're signing this shit. Signing my life away on $2 million worth of work. All right, guys, got the notaries done. Bid packets are put together. Debbie's ready for the electronic submission. So we're gonna submit them tomorrow first thing in the morning, and they start opening them in the afternoon. So hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, we have some results, so I'm gonna quickly go over some of the bidding process on it, show you guys, our estimating software we use is the Estimating Edge. Personally, I feel like that's one of the strongest tools that I have in my belt as a roofer, so we use the Estimating Edge for our takeoffs, material, labor. We build up the whole estimate from here. So we'll go kind of quickly over the takeoff that I have, done on this project. All right, so here's the Estimating Edge. We've already gotten this bid inputted, background image uploaded, and you're able to quantify the project, set the scale with the definitive measurement, and then that should accurately measure it. You get your square footage around your buildings. You got your different conditions in here for your curb flashings, wall flashings, pipes, walkway rolls, coping cap. We have gutters going on this project. So everything's measured in there. Conditions are modified accordingly to what material is in there. So it's a really strong math program, picks up based on the fastener, how many fasteners you're putting per sheet, picks up for the length of the rolls, the square footage, and adds the costs all together. We have warranty costs, Q&A inspections, fuel, per diem. You got your payment performance bond. Then you can go through on your labor, build your labor up by each condition. That's when at that point of the bid, when I'm kind of sitting here looking at the, the Google images and the photos I may have in my phone or from the job walk-in, kind of mentally doing the project in my head as I'm bidding it, basing on how many guys we're going to be having available for this project and how long I think that they'll take on each building. That's the advantage that I have against some of my competition is they haven't gotten to personally work with these crews. They may not know exactly how long it's going to take their guys, where I have it pretty narrowed down to the day, to the week, down certain items down to the hour and minutes spent for these wrapping field pipes or whatever you may have to do, you know. And then bumping up our, trying to go in at a more a little bit aggressive of a margin. Can't really show you guys too much of all that. It's top secret, right? The last couple of years, some of the margins from the competition have been a little too low. And one of the competitors had to close shop. You know, this guy was lowballing a lot of work. We were struggling trying to keep up with competitive numbers as they were, and you know, here we are the next year, and they're no longer in business. So it's one less competitor on the field. You still, you know, can't compete with stupid. You got some spray foam guys out here that think they can single ply these schools faster, but I don't know, man. I think they're cheating. I don't think they're paying right if you're getting down that dirty and that cheap. So we're playing legit. We're aggressive, you know, aggressive margins, and a lot of the times the last couple of years, I feel like we're helping set the market value and the market tone. So hit my bonding capacity, and then everybody else can proceed as to their regular scheduled programs. Alright, there it is. This is Del Paso Elementary School. This is a Tremco spec. So we got this is a busy little school here. We have the office building here with a couple different wells. Coping cap coming off, getting on new coping cap, gutters all going in. There's a lot of duct work that needs to be coated with some Tremco coating. And then you're doing on these three buildings that are built up, you're tearing off all the edge metal all the way around, tearing out all the lead flashings, 3 foot around each 3 feet by 3 feet around all the drains. And then you're gonna overlay it with a 1/4 inch cover board and go with the Tremco PVC mechanically attached. Then you got these metal portable buildings. We'll be tearing off the metal roofs, throwing those away. This one, I believe, is getting flute fill and filling it along with new gutters on all of these as well. So like I said, you just kind of go through, make sure you got everything quantified correctly, you know, break down the labor. I think I got a couple hundred man days or so in this project, so, you know, a couple hundred man days, hopefully get about a 10-man crew or so out there. You're looking at about 20 crew days. Break that down. That's 4 weeks for this crew. Get some good prevailing wage. You know, the prevailing wage rate, $73 an hour. So these guys, if they want a chance to make that kind of good money, they better damn well get it done as quick as we say they can. Or else that's when I'm showing up on the weekends and covering my ass roofing for free. Gets cutthroat on these schools, man. I've lost projects like this just by a couple $100. So sharpen that pencil and look twice. You know, that's to pass elementary school. We got Rio Linda High School. You can see the district's putting money into all the baseball fields, football field. This project consists of the gym building and this larger wing section. The photo's not really doing it as much justice. It's 600 squares or so for this project. So you got them all measured. Get your materials in there. Tremco, it's pricey. We're looking at $6 per square foot. So 1 foot by 1 foot. It's 1 square foot. That's $6 for that little piece of membrane. So that's it. We got Northwood Elementary. Del Paso Elementary, and Rio Linda High School all bidding tomorrow. Amount after contingency, we're just under a couple $1 million. You know, this work has to be done within a couple months. So, you know, we're gonna knuckle up and see what we can do. You know, shout out to everyone in the office that we pulled together to get these bids out. They're doing our part, putting all the materials, measuring them. You know, Janelle's going through the bond paperwork and the bid documents as well. You know, me and Destin sitting there double checking work, and we're building this labor, getting as aggressive as we can. And then down to the crew, if, you know, we end up getting this job. Shout out to those guys, because I know they're gonna knuckle up with us and get this work done and make the company some money. So we're just, it got slow a little bit through the winter. I think a lot of other companies were feeling that effect as well. But we got a few other jobs on the books right now. We're getting ready for next week. Spring break will be happening. Me and Destin were both able to lock in some school work for spring break. So we'll have a couple crews going next week. And straight from there, we're getting into PCP Motorsports. We're gonna be tearing off a couple 100 squares of gravel roofing and going back with a new single ply system. We got a couple dirt bikes worked into trade on that contract, so that's gonna be some fun content on that one. And you know, we got the OBS, the Chevy, the GMC's almost ready for pickup. It was an exhaust yesterday, getting a new exhaust fabbed up. Just got to get into the dyno tune, and that truck will be coming back here soon. And we'll work on the body a little bit, get some paint, and fix the interior, and then fixing up one of Poppy's old trucks. So that's exciting. I gotta go get some parts for the 5.0. We're working on our donuts for that. We got the track takeover event coming up soon. Want to advertise some of Clark Roofing's vehicles out there at these events and get it cracking, man. So yeah, we're gonna get ready to go to Tognotti's, pick up some parts, take the car to J50 and get that thing dialed in, man. Let's go check it out. I copped this thing with the Christmas bonus. I always wanted a little 5.0 Fox body. It's a nostalgic car for California, just in this culture, man. So let's go build it up. Let's get it. Close out. '87 Mustang. It's all stock when I bought it, so we're slowly going through and upgrading little parts here and there. Mufflers are deleted, that's why it's kind of rumbling, but don't get much funner than that stock. That's what the fuck's going on over at Clark Roofing, baby. Hit that like, follow, subscribe button, you bitch. Damn, they barely got me. Oh no, they smoked me. All right, we're good. Hello? All right, bid results came in. We submitted all the bids this morning. We were apparent low bidder on 2 out of the 3. So you got Northwood, took that one, about 13 grand difference between us and second, 5 bids. Del Paso Elementary School, took that one for 690. And then third one that came in apparent low, Matson took Rio Linda High School at 701. With the contingency, I was at 767, so they beat me by a good 10% on that one. Because they weren't. And then so you had Mountain Roofing Systems. They would have gotten the job. They were 696. They're about 5 grand lower than Matson, but they didn't acknowledge the addendum, and they weren't pre-qualified with the district, so their bid got thrown out. It's trash. Matson was second place, took the bid off that. Third place was me. We were third place at 767, so good bid, Matson. We'll take 2 for the 3. Leaves room for more bonding. That would have bonded us out. That would have been a couple $1 million worth of work to get done within a couple months. So maybe it's a blessing that we only took the 2 for 3. It's easier to get those done. But a couple good school summer projects. Let's go. What happened? Not on this one either.
Oh.
He wasn't pre-qualified on any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta pre-qualify with the district, buddy. But that sucks because he would have beat them by 5K.
He would have. He still would have been behind us on the other one. He would have come in second instead of third.
Yeah, we took third on this one.
We
Fucking
did?
Dave already texted me, congratulations. Fuck you, Dave. Bitch. Fuck you, Dave.
Your pizza's down there.
All right, well, I wanted 3 for 3, but we'll take 2 for 3. Fuck them.
Still 1.1 million.
We're still gonna go for
Park roofing every day, bro. Every fucking day.